Hi there. Okay, week 2. Here's my clay master that I made last week that I've kept up wrapped up under plastic so that it stays really stuck to the board. The black lines are my original measurements, and then what I've done today, or just a couple of minutes ago, I've just very lightly cleaned this up. Sometimes the plastic marks the clay, and so I just lightly clean it up. And as I said to you last week, get this clay master as good as you possibly can to make it worthwhile doing the mould. It took a while to get out. The pink lines that I've got here are for where I want to position my casting box, and I'll show you that in a second. The space between my clay master and the inside edge of the casting box is going to be about 3 centimeters. Yeah, 3 centimeters. No smaller than that. You want your mould to be substantial enough that you're not going to chip edges and things like that. So at least a 3 centimeter space before you put your casting box on. So this is kind of all ready to go. And really, plaster making or mould making is all about your preparation. You do the preparation really well and you don't tend to make mistakes, but it's important to kind of get it right. So next thing I'm going to do is put the casting box on, and what I normally do is I kind of prepare the casting box. So I've already kind of roughly put it together so that it's going to fit around my clay master. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but you can see inside and you can see the space around the clay master. Like I said, 3 centimeters. The next thing I'm going to do is get coils of clay, and I'm going to seal around the edge of the box and up the sides. Really important to push that clay up the sides, and make sure that it makes really good contact. You do not want leaks with plaster, trust me. So you put that all the way around all 4 sides, and I'll finish mine off in a minute and then show you the finished piece. The other thing they're going to need to do is get a clean bucket with some water. I've just used a measuring cup, and it's a litre. I've got about 1.5 litres of water in my bucket, to which I'm going to add the plaster. You always add the plaster powder to the water. You don't do any mixing in between. All right, so put your water in your bucket. You can see where I've got my mark up to about 1.5 litres for the size of the mould that I'm going to make. By the time I put the plaster in, it'll lift the level up to about there. So it's at least 1/3 again. So you're kind of judging. If you read the notes that I gave you on plaster, I'd suggest you read them a couple of times, but in there I would have referred to the water that you put in there. It will rise when you put the plaster in there, and you're trying to judge the quantity of plaster that you need to make your mould. Okay. The other thing about the casting box is that it's also got these beveled edges so that the brackets kind of fit over them and down that beveled side. Sometimes it takes a little while to put the box together. It's a bit of a puzzle, but I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm sure you'll kind of figure it out how to do it. And then you can see my piece in there. So I'll be back to show you how to mix up the plaster real soon. Bye.